G'day guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be quite short but very special because we just bought another 4.8 Patrol. Alright, you guys would have just watched all the cinematics of the car, but before I get into the full walk around, I just want to explain. So this will be the second car on the channel. This is actually Serena, my girlfriend's car. So she had a TB48 wagon. It was a Series 3 GU Patrol, and she basically got sick of how old it was. It had the manual windows, no central locking, no sound deadening, and yeah, it was just getting a bit old, and she didn't want to spend a lot of money in the TD, so we basically put it on Marketplace, just left it there to see if it sold, and luckily enough, it actually sold the same day we found the new build that we wanted to get. So she's super stoked, and she's actually a fabricator by trade, so she's going to have a big part of this build because there's quite a bit of fabrication we want to do for custom parts. So she'll be doing all that with me, and then I'll be doing all the boring stuff for her. So yeah, and it's going to end up being our tour, so I'll get stuck into the walkthrough. Rightio, so we'll start with the engine bay, just because I think it's pretty cool to see it's so stock and clean. So obviously 4.8, so it's a 6-cylinder, inline 6. This is the 2006 model. It's got a big battery in it, single battery, nothing's been touched over there, and it's still got all the factory intake, airbox, all that sort of stuff. So it's a perfect canvas for us to start with. I'll probably end up doing a full airbox and stainless snorkel because I now work at Radius Fab, for those that don't know. Other than that, we're going to keep it relatively clean and neat in here until some of the bigger plans down the track. On the front end, you can see this hideous factory alley bull bar bumper thing. I don't even know what to call it, but it's gross. The factory headlights that are pretty faded and dull. It's got a nice chrome grille, but it has had all this mesh stuff put on it and cable tied, and it looks pretty faded behind there. These big ARB spotties that look ancient, and then other than that, there's nothing really on the front end, no aerial and stuff. Alright, now onto the rest of the car. It also has one of those little bonnet protector things on it that will pull off. You can also see the colour of the car. I'm not sure what the paint code actually is, but it's this nice like burgundy red. When we were looking to buy a TB48, we definitely weren't looking at this colour. We wanted black or silver. And then this one came up on Marketplace with just way too good of a price and condition and stuff. And we thought, even if we have to respray it, it's not the end of the world. But this colour is very quickly growing on us, so I think it will stay for a while. Couple little spots on these front flares that have a bit of paint peel and stuff, but I'm sure we can get that fixed up pretty easily. Still got stock rims, factory tyre size. You've got the Safari snorkel. So this thing was owned by a grandpa originally. It was one owner for a very long time. It was pretty much just used to tow everywhere, and then the guy we bought it off had big plans for it, but has had to actually travel back over to his home country for certain reasons, so he had to sell it before he got to touch it. So it's technically like a one owner, or technically like two owners, but it was one owner for 99% of its life, and it even had tow mirrors on it. That was the only thing the second owner changed, but other than that, this thing was full grandpa tow spec. You can see it's even got the factory side steps on it still. No major dents or scratches. The roof has no fade or rust in the gutters. It never had a roof rack on it. I'll probably get to the interior in a minute. I'll keep doing a walk around. The back actually even has airbags in it, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to get in there. You can sort of see them through there, but has airbags because it was towing a caravan, electric towing brakes and stuff like that. Had some factory tint on it that needs some work. And you can see it's still got 6, 7 seat, everything like that. TI model, pretty much the best of the best. Alright, now I'm going to quickly speed run the whole interior for you. So, starting with the door cards, you can see full leather door cards. It's got the wood grain there. Electric windows, of course. Then you've got the wood grain spec. It's got the nice newer dash, which if you can read that, it's only got 217,000 Ks. This is a slightly newer dash than the one I had on my last GU. A bit nicer to look at. It's got leather steering wheel, which is a bit faded, which we're going to change that. It's got cruise control, all the adjustments for the speakers and stuff. Pull this key out. You've got the leather dash, which has a bit of the standard cracking, which will be another thing that we change. Leather seats, these are really nice and comfortable, which have got all the electric adjustments down here, which is nice. Center console, it's got the RE5 auto, which is what I had in my last one, and I really like this because it's got Tiptronic, and when you sort of tune them up and look after them, they work really nice. Factory head unit, it's got a hole in there because it had this little reverse screen that I pulled out because we're changing some stuff there. Up here you've got this shows you temperature and the direction you're heading, north, east, south, west, all that stuff. Lights above. Then you've got the big electric sunroof that tilts back and forward and all that stuff. It has a screen that was installed in there, I guess for some kids along the way. And then you can see all the back seats, so 7-seater. What else is there? That pretty much wraps it up. You can see how nice this thing looks though for a Patrol. All the black leather. But yeah, our plans are pretty much just some of the touring mods, driver mods that make it feel a bit nicer when you're doing long trips, like steering wheel, fix that dash up. Big head unit, full sound system. We are probably going to pull the roof out and the A-pillars, paint them black, so it'll be fully blacked out in here, which will be nice. I'll probably pull that screen off and make up some sort of cover plate for that, or maybe even just reline the whole roof with leather and make it even more fancy. So the only other thing to really show you is these, which are pretty cool. Had these in my old GU as well. Little cup holder, dinner plate sort of thing for your Macca's runs. Rear AC, so the AC actually runs in through the ceiling up here, and you've got vents there, vents at the side, which would be nice, but these back seats will probably come out as well. Not these ones, so not the middle ones, just the far back. So that pretty much wraps it up. I might give you guys a quick little look of some of the stuff we've already picked up for it, but other than that, I wanted to just keep this video as a sort of video that I can have to look back on to see how it looked when we first picked it up, because we're going to get stuck into this thing pretty damn fast and it's going to change look. And when I did the GQ, I sort of got ahead of myself and didn't film enough of it before I actually started touching it. So very exciting. Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys are as excited to see this thing built as I am. A few things I forgot to mention was that it actually has a 140 litre long range tank at the back as well, and the price we paid was $25,000. So those that know the TB48 market know that that's an absolute steal. He did have it up for quite a bit more. I sort of negotiated it down because we had the cash then and there. But yeah, very stoked to pick this thing up for that price. We've been wanting one for ages. It's going to be the missus sort of daily car, but it's also going to be the tourer. I've got my daily, and then I've also got the GQ, which will be our weekender and just fun car. And then I've got another build later on in the year that I'll keep a bit of a secret from you guys for now. But we're going to end up having a lot of cars, so we'll sort of share this one, and she can do her thing with it, and I'll help her build along the way. So very excited. Leave any comments on what you sort of want to see, but I'm sure you guys trust me to do right by this thing.